Hi, this is Alyssa from Fashion Studio 7 magazine, and today we're here in Maple, Ontario, which is just north of Toronto, and we're in a beautiful little bakery, St. Philip's Bakery, with actor, writer, and producer Michael Pillarella. How are you today, Michael?
I'm doing good, thank you.
We want to talk a little bit about your acting. So how did you first get into acting?
I first got into acting, you can say right out of high school. You know, I started taking some acting classes, some private training and whatnot, and yeah, I just started going out to auditions on my own, all independent stuff, submitting myself through online casting workbooks and pretty much anything I could submit myself to without having an agent. You know, when I was younger, I used to like being the source of entertainment. I used to like, entertaining people. Whenever guests came to the house, I used to like put on little comedy acts and whatnot, and get people laughing. So you can say, as a kid, I was always, into entertaining. I always liked it.
For your first role in Stealing Home, you played Natty, the lead character.
Right.
So that was your first audition, and you got the lead role. How was that?
Yeah, that was, you could say that was my first, big audition. I wasn't nervous at all leading up to the audition. I knew that it was something that I really needed to get. It was a role I really needed because I knew it would advance my career further. The project itself, it at the time was the biggest thing I could imagine myself auditioning for. I couldn't see past that point. I knew that was the next step in advancing my career.
Is there any specific role that you would love to play?
Oh geez, there's so many. There's so many roles I'd love to play. Aside from playing roles, I'd like to do a lot of dramatic stuff. I'd love to, hop into an action role like a Jason Bourne character. I'd love to. There's really nothing I can say that stands out more. That there's not one specific thing I want to do. I want to do it all.
A lot of variety.
A lot of variety. There's nothing I don't want to do. So, well, maybe a couple things, but.
That's awesome. So what about directors? Tell us a little bit about the ones that you've worked with and the ones that you want to work with.
Oh, well, the ones I've worked with, Joe Mari. Joe Mari, he's been more a director to me. I look at him as, a brother and one of the closest people in my life right now. He directed Stealing Home, of course, and gave me my first, real opportunity in acting, and we've been able to work together and collaborate on films together. And so absolutely, Joe Mari stands out as the, by far, cornerstone there. I'd love to, moving forward in my career, obviously Scorsese. Scorsese for me is one of my favorites all time. He's a legend. Cronenberg, I'd love to work with Cronenberg, J.J. Abrams, Danny Boyle. There's just so many. Coen Brothers. I can name 1,000 directors for you. There's so many directors. It's so tough to say.